What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you again with a dope shoe review. This one is a golf shoe. It's actually a Jordan 1 Low. I wasn't expecting much as far as the materials go and that sort of thing. However, I'm in disbelief with the quality that we got on this shoe. Before we get into these golf shoes, if you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Jordan 1 Low golf shoes. Okay, so like always, we'll start with this box, and this is the same GR box that we get for everything. We also saw this box on a pair of Jordan 4 golf shoes that I reviewed, and those have a way bigger price tag. I think those were like $230 or somewhere around there for retail. These were only $150, and I think these are a whole lot more practical. I wouldn't want high tops when I'm playing golf. I don't really play in the cold weather, so my biggest concern with those was that they would get real hot and everything, and I think these are just ideal for golfing in the summer. But it's the same mid box that we always get. It does say, I thought I saw golf on here. Down on the bottom, it does say Nike Golf. So I guess that's a little different. It has the standard paper with the 23s all over it. And much like the Jordan 4 golf shoes, it comes with this card that has all the warranty information on it. These were available from a lot of pro shops and that sort of thing around the country, and also from like random sporting goods stores. I got these on the Nike app. The tag reads Air Jordan 1 Low G, which is for golf, obviously. And the color on these are white. They refer to these as the triple white. There was also a wolf gray colorway and a shadow colorway. I went for all three, only hit on this one, but I'm pumped to hit on these. I think numbers were pretty low. I think they had about 7,000 of the white and around 3,000 of the other two pair. That's not exact, but if I remember correctly, it was somewhere around there. And then Shazam! I cannot believe how good the leather is on these shoes. And while I'm pumped that it's that good on these kicks, I'm kind of irritated because I just feel like, why would you give us leather this good on these golf shoes, but then on mids, on even like standard Jordan 1 lows, sometimes even Jordan 1 highs and that sort of thing, sometimes we just get absolute garbage. But I cannot say enough good about how nice this leather is. If you've had the Bordeaux ones, or if you've had the University Blue ones, which are both highs, like OGs, I would compare this white leather to the leather on those. It's got a nice tumbled effect to it, and it's actually really cold out here. However, this leather is so soft. It might be kind of hard to see just because of the temperature, but I'm telling you, this whole thing is just so soft, and it's such thick cuts of leather. Like if you look at the swoosh, or if you look at the panels, you know, going up the eye stays, or even the mud guard, it's just got that natural kind of gray look to it, but it is such thick cuts of leather, and this whole thing, this whole upper is just nothing but really premium feeling leather. And I wish they always did it like this. Maybe one day, you know? Come on, Jordan brand, help us out. The quality on these is far superior to the quality on the military blue Jordan 4 golf shoes that I reviewed. Those just had kind of like synthetic feeling leather. This stuff is actually buttery. It's not the softest leather that I've ever felt, but it is buttery leather, and it's way better than the norm for what we typically get. Also, some people on the channel commented that the other colorways were just as good, so it just sounds like they really came through on this release. But we'll go ahead and start with this outsole. And as you can see, it's got a Jordan 1 tread pattern, but it's got all these extra kind of nubs on the bottom of it. And I wouldn't call them spikes, but it's just got these edges that protrude from the bottom. And they probably stick out like 1/8 of an inch or something further than what the regular Jordan 1 tread does. And like the pivot point up here, you can see that it's a series of hollow circles, but that also sticks down further. I don't know if I can capture that on camera or not, but it's got all these ridges just to help you grip onto the ground, and I think they would work out really, really well. I'm not really one for old school spikes or anything, but I think this would give you plenty of grip for just gripping and ripping, you know? A lot of people ask me on the review of the Jordan 4 golf shoes if they could be worn regularly, and those had a hard plastic outsole. These I feel like you could wear better than those. Those I don't think you could wear as regular shoes. These I think you could, but what would really make these feel like normal shoes is if you could like sand or grind down all these nubs to make them just level with the standard tread pattern down there that's down below that. I'm not suggesting you do that, but I'm saying it is doable more so than just rocking the Jordan 4 golf shoes. It's a triple white shoe, so that white outsole just meets a white midsole, and it's got bright white stitching. And then as you come up, you get the real star of the show, and that is just this really, really great feeling soft leather. And you've got it for the entire upper. The mud guard doesn't have as much texture or as much tumble as what the rest of the shoe does, and also the swooshes have a much smoother finish than what the rest of the upper does. But it all just feels like it's really, really high quality, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I am very, very pleased with these shoes. You can see on the toe box that we've got those classic perforations, and I really like the shape of the shoe. The toe box has a nice angle as you come like from the outside of the shoe. It really is shaped like a classic Jordan 1 low, or like an OG. And I just think they look great. I know a lot of people have mentioned that they would never want an all-white golf spike. However, I always keep a tube of like white shoe polish for having all-white shoes. When I was in high school, I always had all-white Air Force Ones. And like every month, I would just cake that stuff on there. And basically, you get a bright white shoe every time you use it. So that's my plan with these. I don't think that they'll look too tore up. I think they'll look real messy after a round of golf, but I don't think it would be hard to clean them and then just give them a nice healthy coating of that white shoe polish and have them looking really decent again, you know? But it's got a standard Jordan 1 tongue. It's a nylon tongue, and at the top of it, it's got a tiny little Jumpman, and it says golf. And the collar and the inside of the shoe, as well as the insole, feels way more padded than what we're used to getting. But they also gave us a spare set of laces.